Originally, we had a friend that was having open heart surgery, and he needed blood, so our whole family gave it. And we found out it was an easy thing to do, so we just continued.
I get a real sense of satisfaction out of it. I mean, I know that I'm helping people, even though I never see the person who's actually receiving the donation. I know that the blood center sends it to somebody who needs it, and that I'm helping them possibly save their life.
The community that donates blood is supporting us and themselves at the same time. So it really is what we call the circle of life. We are one big community.
People really should try to do this. It's not difficult. You always hear the horror stories, but it's really a very, very easy thing to do.
When a donor comes in, they're greeted at our registration desk where a questionnaire is printed for them. After they've completed their questionnaire, they go into the history booth, and that's where they get a mini physical and go through all of the questions. Once a donor's completed that process, it's time to go get in one of the really comfortable donor chairs, and that's where the phlebotomist comes and cleans their arm and draws the blood, which takes 5 to 10 minutes. After the blood is drawn, there's a bag of blood and there are tubes. They both go into the lab, and the bag of blood goes into the component area where they take the blood and separate the red cells from the plasma. The tubes go into the processing part of the lab, and that's where all of the testing happens. Once the blood is released and it's in our hospital services department on the shelves, that's when the hospitals call and place the orders for what they need.
12 O-negs to Memorial Stat.
And the actual donation itself, little pinch in the arm is about all it takes to truly save 1, 2, 3 lives with that individual blood donation.
Does it hurt? Yes.
No, it does not hurt.
When you do your interview, you have to get your finger pricked, and that hurts a little bit, and the stick in the arm hurts a little bit too.
I don't like to watch the needle, but it doesn't hurt.
But it's only a minor pain, and it is only for a very short period of time, so it's not that bad actually. So I'd be remiss to say that it doesn't hurt at all, but it does hurt a little bit.
You can see from the donors that are in our donor room, they're smiling and they're engaged in conversations with the staff. It really is a good experience.
And I give 3 or 4 times a year. And I give it because it makes me feel good. It's an easy way to make a contribution.
I've been donating blood my whole life, basically, but I started doing apheresis about 4 years ago. Apheresis is different from whole blood donation in that they take platelets rather than whole blood.
So when the donor's blood goes in the machine, it separates the red blood cells from the blood components. And we have the ability to collect platelets and plasma in doses for patients that would otherwise take 8 to 10 whole blood donors to get that same result. Many times the public will see one of our mobile vans or one of our large buses in a parking lot or in a shopping center or in front of a community center, and they literally can just walk up and walk in the door and donate a pint of blood. That's why we're there in their community, in their neighborhood, to make it convenient and easy for them to donate.
Nothing to it.
Usually I come over here during my lunch hour, and I can be back to work within the hour.
And you feel great when you've finished giving a pint of blood. It really is a feeling of making a difference. Most of us at some point in our life will know someone, a friend, a family member, who is going to need blood. And the best way to make sure that the blood is available for your friends and family when they need it is to be a regular blood donor now. Because the blood that's on the shelf right now is the blood that's saving lives. Donating blood literally translates to someone's life being saved. I can't say it more straightforward than that.
Well, it sounds very trite, but it's really true. When you're donating bloods and donating platelets, there's only one place these things come from, and that's people. And if we didn't do that, people in hospitals wouldn't get the blood and platelet donations they need to save their lives. So that's why I do it.